Hey, hey, Blue Table fans. I'm here with my good friend, Rich Kilton, who's also the top orc player in the world.
In the ITC, in the competitive
In the
track.
world.
Yes.
In our world. Now, we have a bit of a debate going on who betrayed who in this so-called friendship.
There's no betrayal.
And
Sean moved away.
It's looking. Ah, there it is. Oh, do you see how sulky and passive aggressive he is? I don't know if this marriage is going to last, Rich. All right. Well, we're in the kitchen. We're here with Danielle. Can I put you on the thing? Okay. We're Danielle. She cooks for 5 days for 40 to 60 people, and still has time to sit around looking at her phone.
Or peel carrots.
Yeah, peel carrots. I thought she was looking at her phone. She was peeling carrots. She's like, oh, this carrot peeling app is amazing. You shake your phone and it makes a shuck shuck sound like you're peeling carrots. I almost said keeling parrots, which I think is illegal in the state of Utah.
Probably is.
Yeah, they don't like you to keel the parrots.
They don't.
Yep. Okay, so we're really here to look at this.
So
tell us the story.
So this is great. I went to a tournament this past weekend. It was a tournament run by a vet for Wounded Warriors was the charity that was honored. A lot of vets were there. It was awesome. So during the competition, one of these vets comes up to me and he says, hey, and he kind of presented this thing. He brings it out and he goes, I was in Iraq. This tank. He goes, I was in Iraq with a buddy a long time ago. I can't remember the year or anything, but
sure.
He said, we built this, and it's been sitting on my shelf for 5 years, and I know
it was also painted.
I know, yes, it was painted. I know you're one of the top orcs and the coolest orc I know, and I wanted you to have it. So he gave me this tank. He calls it the Skullhammer.
Which is a real thing in the game that you can play.
Absolutely. Do
they have a stat block for it?
I think there's a battle fortress in Legends that I haven't looked yet, but for Forge World. But this thing is so full of character. As I've gone around and looked, it's based on a Abrams RC kit.
Okay.
And it's just obviously lots of love put into it. Just little grots all over the place.
And built it up.
Yeah, just built it up. And I was so grateful. So cool to be presented this from my friend Alex and a vet. And that was built in Iraq, I think, is what he said, and came all the way over here. I have a cool.
Some guy was like, "Yeah, throw out those bottled waters. We're taking the Skullhammer."
So I have a cool tradition that I do with all my models. If you look, they all have sand on their base.
Okay.
The sand that I use on my bases, I've been collecting for 20 years, and it comes from battlefields all around the world.
Oh.
And no, that's totally my thing. And I'll tell you,
I have to tell you
that this is I'm gonna make Danielle blush.
Oh, okay.
So here's a story about
First
Danielle.
say I got you cool sand.
She got me. She went on a trip to Europe and brought me sand from the Colosseum in Rome and from was it Normandy?
No, I didn't go to Normandy.
But she went to different battlefields and brought me sand.
Interpol will be visiting you shortly
so
after I put up this video.
Danielle's my sister, by the way. I don't know if your fans know that.
Yeah.
Danielle's my sister.
Right.
And so she brings me a little diorama castle, a little souvenir that's from Edinburgh, the castle there in Scotland. And I go, oh, did you bring me sand from Scotland? From Edinburgh? And she goes, did they have battles there? And I'm like, oh my gosh. She was young. I go, Danielle,
18.
It was a castle, darling. What do you think they do at castles? Ballroom dance?
Yeah.
She's like, Beauty and the Beast.
That's what they do there.
It was the best.
Hold, I shall fetch my yellow ball gown. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why my orcs are lucky. Is because they have actual battlefield battle dirt on their bases. And these are, Sean wanted to show my...
I'm going to one-up you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to make a Cahoran army and have actual blood
soldiers' blood. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'll have to get a job at a donation center. No, it'll be voluntary. I'll be like, please send vial of blood to this address. But Sean, I'll actually anoint my all the red paint will have. Okay, that's
Sean says he has not seen my Mega Knob boss. So this is his name's Gore Skull because Churok, my boss, does not follow Gazgul Thraka.
Right.
He's got a rivalry. So this is Gore Skull, a dude that looks kind of like Gazgul. Yeah. But I did a conversion. I've got a sculptor friend who did the face because I think the head on the real Gazgul is a little tiny. So we did a head, and then we just changed out the barrels on the gun. Right. And but this is Churok Far. This is my war boss, and he's just a little bit taller.
Who I've defeated many times.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yep.
Well, so, at least once.
Well, at least once.
Right. I won the only game that mattered.
That's right.
Okay, we'll tell the story about that later.
So this is another kid that
I think Rich hates that story a little more.
No, that's a wonderful, beautiful story. Sean,
that's a wonderful, beautiful story,
preparing me for that one victory by losing 30 games in a row to me, just so he could claim his last win.
I remember it differently.
I know he does. So this is a model that my buddy, the sculptor guy,
memory splicing.
He built this for me. I knew Gazgul was going to be coming out, and so I wanted a model that would represent him.
So you play this in the game.
So I play this as Gazgul often, but
you go to tournaments. Is there anything where people are like, yeah, that you have to have the actual figure?
Of course, and so that's why I have that guy too.
Oh, so you just whip this guy out.
If I needed to swap him
you don't even say anything, you just kind of sigh.
Yeah, so if they
I'll
actually pull this out, and if they decide they want to go, well,
has it ever happened?
It's never happened.
Oh, it's never happened. Of course.
But, yeah, I would just go.
Who does that?
And pull him out.
Yeah, I would. Here's my recommendation for you if you do that.
You're one of those.
And then get out the actual official one.
But yeah, so Churok's just a little bit taller, a little bit baller. He's the guy.
Does that ever hurt you for line of sight? You don't care.
I don't.
Orc magic.
Yeah,
steamrollers, all that.
I have the military dust on the battle. I'm gonna roll the sixes when I need it.
Yeah. I don't know, if I played you now, I'd be a little scared.
Why?
Unlike all the other
times.
Where I was confident of ultimate victory.
But yeah,
Hold on. I got it. Can I tell the story now?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Tell the story.
Okay, so I got, after losing to Rich, sorry. I've done that a couple times. Many times.
Every time.
I finally was like, all right,
close games. There were a lot of close games.
Yeah, I held my own. I played Eldar for many years.
Absolutely.
You weren't also stupidly awesome like you are now.
Well, no, it was great. Great competition.
I finally used a little Eldar trickery, and I was like, listen, let's have one game, all the marbles. So if I win, it counts as if I won every game heretofore, and actually barely by one moon squeaked out a victory in that one game. That was it.
We remember it a little differently, but I let Sean.
You didn't let me do anything.
No, I didn't let you win the game. But I don't remember the conversation where I said, okay. It was one of these conversations where Sean says, if I win this, all the games.
Oh, I just said it.
He just said it. It wasn't a pact.
It still counts.
He said it.
It counts as Eldar trickery. The schemes of fate were against you from the beginning.
That's why the Orkz hate them.
Yes. The Eldar. Tra-la-la. Fetch me my bone singer suit. I need to go sing to some bones. Maybe humming instead. Anyway.
So thanks, Alex.
Okay. Yeah,
and his vet buddy, I don't know his name, but
I hate Rich more than ever. Rich has cooler stuff now. I admit it.
I had the Squigoth. A lot of people have probably seen the Squigoth, and I had it last year. And since this was a new centerpiece, we put it in the kitchen so that when people come in, they just see something cool besides the food.
Oh God!
As they come
what
in
a
for
show
Valhalla.
off. Well, you deserve it, Rich. You really deserve all the great, wonderful, good things that could possibly come to you in life, and not just in 40K. But you've done well. It's becoming a sport. You need professional dedication to run around and know this game.
There's people who play kind of as a living. They have YouTube channels.
They're making money off of tutoring people, and
so that's not me, but those guys are incredible.
I bet you could throw down $100 an hour to get in some orc
Sorry,
things.
Patreons, you can't afford
100. Well, jeez. All right. Well, you got your cushy post office thing going too, so
It's pretty good.
it's nice to
I'm
be in a
looking forward
place
to
where
retirement.
you don't need to do anything.
Looking forward. Oh yeah, don't
Yeah.
do anything. But looking forward to retirement, and then maybe I'll travel around and go see some more distant lands and get some more dirt.
And play your Orkz.
Play my Orkz
In Europe. Go
and get some
conquer
battlefield
Europe.
Dirt. I don't have Normandy dirt
Build
yet.
yourself one of those. What do the Orkz build to get to another planet? There's a name for
Oh,
it.
it's a space hulk.
Yeah, Space Hulk.
And they don't always build them. Sometimes they just hitch a ride.
Yeah, the Orkz, somehow they pollinate to other planets.
Teleport up to some space hulk flying by and go for a ride.
And yeah, he's Zark. Oh, and by the way, in the meantime, Danielle chopped up a whole bucket of diced taters. What are the diced taters going to be?
We're having country fried potatoes tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that sounds so amazing. All right, cool. Well, the skull hammer's amazing. I think I really gave it a once over so everyone could see it. And yeah, what a great piece. All right, thanks a lot, Rich.
Thanks,
It's
Sean.
always good to see you.
Always.